Hey guys! Today I want to talk about working with nystagmus. In my life I've had a couple jobs and some of them have been really awesome with accommodating me in my low vision and nystagmus, and some of them have not been so fun and accommodating. So I'm going to share my experience and comment below some of your experiences and how you handle certain situations in the workplace. Alright, so my first job that I had was when I was 14 and in high school, and I was a housekeeper, and it was perfect for someone who had nystagmus because I didn't have to read anything, and I didn't have to worry about like the little small things that you can't see or make out or any of that stuff. I could just get in there, do my job, and had no problems. It was awesome. Then I went to college and got a job at a fast food restaurant, and they wanted me to be the person who read the little screen thing with the orders on it and then like put the sandwich together. And I remember telling the person training me, I was like, I can't read that, like I can't see it. It was like a black monitor screen with like lime green and blue writing on it, and I was like, no, this isn't gonna work. It was really bad for my ocular albinism and my nystagmus. And I told him that I couldn't see it, and he like enlarged it a little bit, and I was like, yeah, no, still can't see that. And he was like, seriously, you still can't see that? Oh, huh. It's like, well, that's as big as it goes. So because I was unable to be a line cook, whatever it was, they put me on the grill, which I did not like, and therefore did not work there very long. And it just frustrated me that he didn't handle it in a way that I thought it should have been handled. Anyways, moving on. I then worked at a department store, and it wasn't too bad. When I would do like floor stuff, like stocking and cleaning stuff up, it was perfect. But when I would be on register, which is what I did most of the time, it was kind of difficult because of the fluorescent lighting with my ocular albinism. I was like, ooh, so I always like leaned in really close to the monitor that you have to look at when everything's ringing up or whatever. And I get comments from people like, oh, you have to stand really close to that, and oh, blah, 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 blah. And of course you couldn't like zoom in on it or anything simple like that. So I was always like, oh, yeah, I do. I can't see very well. I have glasses. And I even talked to my eye doctor at the time, and he was like, oh, you should talk to your boss and see if they can do something about the lighting in there, because that's not good. And I talked to my boss, and he was like, well, there's nothing we can really do. So that's when they started putting me on the floor a little bit more, but I still worked registers when need be, which was still daily. So yeah. Then I worked at the campus I worked at and like cleaned rooms when people would move out and like vacuumed hallways and that kind of stuff, and I loved it because once again, didn't have to read anything, didn't have to worry about not being able to see things. So it was like, I can do this. Once I graduated, I used my degree that I currently work at and use my degree for is a teacher, and I absolutely love it. I love my job. There are certain things that I find to be a little bit difficult, but most of the time in my daily life it's like I don't really have any issues. I wear a watch on my wrist just because I've found that there are times of the day where I'm like, ooh, can't read the clock, it's too far away, it's got a glare on it, this or that, But yeah, teaching preschool, it's luckily not been too difficult with having my nystagmus. So yeah, I just corrected that whole clock issue. But other than that, I don't really have too hard of a time. Some paperwork I like put close into my face so I can read it. But other than that, I can see them, and if I have a problem, I just correct it with other, like moving it closer to me, going closer to it, simple things like that. But yeah, so those are just kind of the experiences that I've had. Like I said, I've had the really good ones where they're like, oh yeah, no problems at all, or yeah, we can sort of accommodate you And then I've had the ones where they're like, oh, well, guess we'll move you to this position because you can't function and do it. But anyways, comment your like work experience and stuff. I always love hearing like what kind of jobs people have and how they work in them daily with nystagmus and like all that kind of fun stuff. I can't wait to hear people's experiences and stuff. So yeah, comment below. Bye guys.